Good morning, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude, and I believe that I lost Freddie Blanton. Did I lose you, Freddie?
Man, yeah, we had a quick phone call coming in. I tried to get back here as soon as I could.
Oh my goodness! I spilled a little coffee on my lap. It's Monday morning. You got a phone call when the show's starting. I've spilled coffee. What are we to do here, Freddie?
Get our minds right. Danny?
We got to get our minds right, and I'm going to start by actually putting the coffee into my mouth, into the bloodstream, and get a little caffeine going. You ready?
First sip, let's go.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Are you drinking left-handed?
I'm drinking left-handed, and look what I got back. The mug.
It found its way home.
It found its way home. Couple of few days without the mug, and when you've used something for going on 10 years now, every single morning you get used to it. The feel of the cup, the way that it feels.
Yeah.
So
Did
yeah.
it change your effort and attitude?
It did change my attitude. I felt this is a ritual. Getting that coffee, putting it in that mug, holding my little mug. Getting my journal out. It's just what I do.
Yeah.
And so when that gets thrown off, it does impact me. But it's a little thing, but these little things we enjoy. So
So
yeah.
you were missing a piece of your armor as you went into your daily battle.
You could say that. You could say that. Do you have anything that's like a security blanket that's like just something that you always
Nah,
use, something you always
nah,
do?
nah,
You don't
nah,
have like a little pet
nah,
rock, a little
nah,
pet rock that you rub over
nah.
in the corner and you shake?
That sounds like a crutch.
Sounds like a crutch. Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? I'm gonna gladly hang on to my little crutch. Oh, and drink coffee. Let's see who else is drinking coffee on this Monday morning. Gary's drinking coffee. Good morning, America. I like that.
Gary, good
Wake up,
morning,
America.
America.
Let's go. Let's go.
250.
I know. Let's get it. Buongiorno. Great to see Joe on the bus. And I love the exclamation marks, Joe. Always great to have him on the bus. Paul Pappy, good morning, First Sip. Happy birthday to my daughter. He's got a daughter named Annabelle. That's my
Whoa.
that's my daughter's name as well, Paul.
Here's the funny thing.
Yeah,
I
spells it
believe
the same.
Paul was at the Morgan Wallen concert this weekend, and I didn't even see him. I figured with just a handful of people being there, I may see him.
I didn't. I saw some images from that concert. I'm surprised y'all didn't run into each other.
Yeah.
I mean that just how was that concert? Talk to me about it. Just give me on a scale of 1 to 10. How was it?
We had some weather. Okay. So there were some delays. There was a lot of confusion. There's a lot of standing around. But when we
Oh,
got into the stadium, start to finish, fantastic.
oh yeah, worth the wait, worth the effort.
Worth the wait. Yep.
Yeah,
We'll never forget it.
there seemed to be a lot of people. Again, I only saw the videos. I didn't make it out to Clemson. A lot of folks, a lot of energy in that building. I've got to be.
Yeah. It was wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, waiting that long for somebody to come on stage too, that usually helps in the build up. So that's awesome. Aaron Jacobitz is on the bus. Happy birthday, Annabelle. And that's so cool. Julie Tadaro. So let's see. We're in the summertime. So she's got a birthday right in the middle of the year. That's probably a good time to have a birthday.
Yeah.
Julie Tadaro is here. Good morning, all. And I like that. We had Good Morning America, Good Morning All. It's about connecting with people. That's what we do. We've done it for 491 days in a row. Paul Pappy, 13. Yeah, now there's a teenager.
Oh.
Can you remember being a kid and you just always wanted to get older, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I tell mine. You know, I also have a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, slow down.
Slow down. There is plenty of time. It goes so fast. I mean, we know that as you get older, it goes faster.
Yeah.
And you can't tell these young people that they're too excited about getting their car and getting responsibility and being an adult. That's not when it's fun. It's fun when you're a kid.
Yeah. Zero worries.
Oh man. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Anything on your mind on this Monday morning as we get things rolling? I've got the queue tomorrow.
You do. Yep. I hope you're pumped up.
I am pumped up. We've got a great guest tomorrow. Be sure to turn in to First Sip tomorrow. And you'll just have to trust me because I'm not ready to tell you all about it, but it's going to be a good one. I'll post that later today. We're going to have the average dude. Freon's got the cue, so we're going to have to come up with some good music, something creative to get the guys to go do. And then I've got a big meeting at 10 o'clock. So by lunchtime, it's 1, 2, 3, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang.
Three
And
big things.
And you know, you want to have a good day today so that you can be ready to have a good day tomorrow. So today's my prep day. Going to get some things ready, including my cue. So I like doing that. I like stacking a couple of things. And any words of wisdom from Freddie at Bobcat for the dude tomorrow?
Hey, you know the deal. Keep everybody's attention and keep them moving.
Keep them moving and good music. If you think of a good song today, I want you to send it to me. And if anybody's got a great song, a great workout themed song, Paul Pappy probably has one.
Probably.
Put it in the comments. And if your song gets played at my cue tomorrow, you'll get a mention on the First Sip Tuesday. How about that?
You'll get a shout out from Casey
You
Kasem.
get a shout out. That's right. Let's see. I want to talk about these personality profiles. Have you taken one of those personality profiles, these assessments? You got the Strength Finder, you've got all sorts of things. What do you think of those?
Oh, I feel like it was pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's several styles. It's been a few years since I had mine, but when it came out, I feel like it was spot on.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of benefit in I talk about it a lot, self-awareness, right? And learning a little bit about kind of how we like to operate. And I do enjoy the assessments. I think that they are worth the time and it helps kind of get you in the general vicinity. The thing that kind of gets me about them is it feels a little bit like a fortune cookie. In other words, it does sound right, but it sounds so right that it sounds right for a lot of humans.
Yeah.
And if somebody answers Freddie Blanton, if I answered the questions exactly like you, me and you would have the same profile, right?
Yep.
We'd have the same profile. And the truth is, me and you are different people. We might have some similarities, but we definitely have some differences as well. So it made me think humans are complex. And what we do and who we are in the moment is hard to predict.
Yeah. If you got somebody hiring off these profiles, they may be getting something, and then when it hits the fan, they could be surprised with what they got.
But it's going to be an interesting deal, right? Because we can learn a lot. At the end of the day, the data is going to tell us one thing, whether it's a loan application, a judicial hearing, like how the court case is going to go, whether or not this person's going to be a good employee. We've got data and we've got statistics out the yin yang, and we can predict, yeah, this person is like this. They'll probably do this. Yes, the longer, but at the end of the day, we don't know until we know.
Yeah.
And we might say, oh, I'm a nice person. I'm a good person. But what if there's that scenario where he's not nice? And because who I am has things to do with what I'm looking at, what I pay attention to. And so these things are very hard to predict. And I got to thinking about it. We've got a lot of Christians on the bus, and I started thinking about Christianity.
Yeah.
You've got somebody washing feet and flipping tables, right? How does the profile come up in a situation like that?
Yeah. Somebody so caring to wash feet, but somebody so angry and disappointed to gain attention to a situation and flip some tables.
And why? Because the situation demanded it.
Yeah.
That's what the situation needed. And so I think that the combination, like, so when I think about being self-aware, man, this tells us this is good data, right? We how we respond to those questions, we find out what we generally will do, what our kind of default programming is. But then when we start putting ourselves in real scenarios, when do we speak up? When are we confrontational? When are we maybe not so nice? And then we start really dropping ourselves into those situations, because as we've talked about, I can remember giving a speech at Toastmasters. I had given that speech many times. I was used to it, but one new person in that room, it changed everything, right? And so this is so important to remember. The temperature and energy of the room very often will change how we operate in it.
Yeah. Have you ever been put in a situation where typically you would have reacted in a certain way, but you didn't react at all? And then you thought, man, why did I just sit there? Or why didn't I speak up? Or why didn't I react the way I typically would?
Oh man, that always takes me back to a sales meeting. This was when I still remember this. I was 22 years old. It was my first real sales meeting. There were other salespeople in the room. There was a team. These guys were older than me. And the sales manager said, "All right, guys, I want to tell you about this new incentive that we've got. And it's going to be this, and the person that gets it's going to get to go here, and we're going to pay you extra." And he was selling me, and I let out that hoop. I went, "Woo!" or something like that. And one of the older guys said, "Settle down, Skippy."
Yeah.
Oh, it got me, because now I'm like, oh man, I was too excited. But what I've learned, always let your excitement and energy and what comes naturally go. And that's what Mel Robbins taught us: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you feel it, you better start that countdown, because it's time to act. That is a sign that you need to do it. Whether it's walking up to somebody, making the phone call, doing the thing, we know, and we've got a limited opportunity to maximize that feeling.
Yeah. You're feeling it for a reason.
You are. And to your point, regret.
Yeah.
When we hold on to that thing that we should have said. Now, I'm not talking about some type of argument or something. You should have left that way back there. But when there's an opportunity to walk up to somebody, to say something, I'll give you a great example. A great example for me. Sorry, I'm talking a lot, but I remember going in just here recently into Cribb's Kitchen. And there was someone that I know that I've met with, that I'm going to be meeting with again, and they were sitting at the table. Now, we made eye contact and we smiled, Freddie,
Yeah.
but there was that hesitation. Do I walk over and say something, or do I not? And looking back on it, I should have walked over, right? There was enough signs there where the most professional and the most impactful thing to do would have been to walk over.
Yeah.
And I felt it. I just felt a little nervous.
So you didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
But next time, you'll do
Next
it.
time, and I had to tell myself, because overall, some other things happened good at that same meeting, but overall, I didn't. I could have done more, and I had to.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of make myself aware of that. So I talked too dang much today, man.
No, this is good.
Is it?
Yeah, that brain
Uh,
was working over the weekend.
yeah. Let's see what Joe says here. I like what would Jesus do, which is the guideline for us mortals. Every personality perfect as a fitting, and I've taken many, are spot on. It's just a tool, like Julie Todaro said. We still have to do the work. I like flipping tables sometimes, and I like building them. Oh yeah, I like it. Let's see. The profiles are like AI. They're a tool to help the human decide, but it doesn't tell you everything about the person.
That's right.
No. Who we are is much deeper than the personality profile buckets. It's a granular situation.
Real human
Uh,
connection. You can't
real
have
human.
that without proximity.
No.
Feeling
Hey,
feeling the proper energy.
don't get me started. I want to show you this right here. Above all, this was the quote of the day. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth from within himself or around him and loses respect for himself and for others. And having no respect, he ceases to love.
Mm. Mm.
I love that, right? Don't lie to yourself. When you start lying to yourself, you're going away from the very thing that we're trying to move towards.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
What did Julie say?
Let's see what Julie says. Overthinking the tool. They're just that, a tool, and one of many things that go into a hiring process.
Yeah. You may just want to make sure there's no crazy outliers.
Yeah. And I don't want to look, I'm like Joe, I've taken a lot of those. And I've also seen some subtle changes because I think about this type of stuff quite a bit. And so I think that there are powerful tools, and I think that it's a very important thing to talk about. But what's even more important than Joe reading that report about who he is and him nodding to that, his teammates, other people around him saying, yeah, that's in our experience, Joe, that's who you are. You
Yeah.
see what
Well,
I'm saying?
and the most important piece would be they're saying it from watching him do it.
That's right.
Not from him telling him that's how he does it, but
Yes.
from watching the man do it.
That's right. That's right. And if Julie Tadaro is working with someone or an employee, how did the other people at the plant that they were with prior think about them, right? Oftentimes they call the person and call the manager. No, tell me about the people that Freddie was working with. Now that might be bad for Freddie. If you ever leave Bobcat, they're gonna call your people and be like, hey, how was Freddie to work with? They're going, it's funny. Freddie, final thought.
If you feel that urge to speak to somebody or step up, may be confrontational. You're feeling it for a reason, so do it.
Speak it. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. That's right.